But James, just to lead off, and I'm not going to turn this into a question and answer session, but some of your recollections and observations of Peppermint Paddy over the years and how you see this wine today. And then we'll search out some impressions from the floor.
Well, certainly one of the outstanding recollections dates back to 1968, by which time the wine was very well known. Its reputation, at least, was very well known. And I and two other lawyers embarked on this odyssey around Australia, starting in Sydney and going to South Australia and then to Victoria. But our route to South Australia took us past Mildara, and we went in there, and there was Richard Hazelgrove, and we were able to buy Peppermint Paddy for, I think, a bit more than the 1 and sixpence that's mentioned somewhere, but it certainly was not a large amount, but it was extremely scarce. I can't remember, to be honest, whether we got 3 or 6 bottles each. It was one or the other, and quite possibly 6. The wine at that stage, and for a number of years thereafter, had this incredibly intense minky character, hence its name, author unknown. And by the standards of that time, because it was something that was way off the palate, I fancy that the reaction to it was perhaps a bit different, but it was as far left of centre as the early ranges were. There have been ones like the early ranges, and certainly there's never been a wine like Peppermint Paddy on a different wavelength. I have been lucky enough to taste it over the years. I don't know, I'd be interested to hear from others just how dominant or not they see the minty character in this wine. Doing the barrel tasting 1990 retrospective yesterday, 2000 yesterday, I was again struck by the fact that sprinkled quite liberally through Coonawarra, you do see minty characters, and then there's the mints that then follows it, peppermint, what sort of mint are you talking about? And it's always puzzled me where these come from in Coonawarra. There's not a lot of gum trees sprinkled around most of the vineyards in Coonawarra. Anyway, the wine, as I see it today, reminds me of Harry Waugh, who, so said, was asked how long had it been since he'd mistaken a Bordeaux for a Burgundy, and he said, well, not since lunchtime. And there's an element of this. It's now an unequivocally old wine. What is remarkable to me is the way the wine is still actually very harmonious. It's still got line, it's still got length. The tannins are gone, but there's no break in the line of that wine. Totally delicious. It's always a big ask to put a very old wine in a forest of young ones. It's easier if you've got a year-by-year or two-year-by-two-year progression. But a beautiful old wine. You have, incidentally, all got the same wine. A decision was taken to blend the 4 bottles. There was one bottle that was better, but not dramatically so, than the other 3. And rather than have 1 in 4 glasses and this inevitable discussion about, well, did I get the good bottle, did I get the bad bottle, we preempted all of that, so you've all got the same wine.